When I was just coming into squash, the #1 player in Australia was Ken Hiscoe, and I tell you what, at that stage I really modelled my game and tried to play as similar squash as I could to Ken. His demeanour on the court and the way he played I thought was the ideal choice to follow, and so I in fact trained very hard to try and play exactly the same as Ken.
I remember refereeing a match of yours in '75 when you played Atlas Khan at Wembley, and really on that occasion you could have won with your left hand. You were 9-2, 9-2, 7-2, and there was a stoppage, and I awarded a let, and you were most upset you didn't get a penalty point.
Last night the match finished at 10:30 and Kenny got to bed at 1 a.m. Tonight it'll be the same. The life of the touring squash pro is not an easy one. Unlike tennis players, golfers and cricketers who enjoy their sport in the sun, squash players rarely see a summer, for theirs is a winter sport. Hiscoe's been on the circuit since 1971, when he, Hunt and Barrington became the first full-time circuit professionals. He travels the world, but often misses the glamour.
School, and I'm Miss Helena.
TV becomes his only companion.
Of course, hello to my new friends, and we're going to do lots of singing as well. Do you know the song about the 5...
Mornings are reserved for relaxing.
I hope that you know it. We'll sing that later on.
It will be a light run in the middle of the day. Heather's in town, so she can give Ken a warm-up for tonight's match. Tonight it's down to business. Ken meets his old adversary, Cam Nancarro, in the semi-final of the squash television series, The Last 10 Minutes. At the final bell, the winner will be the man with the most points. When a sportsman plays for pay, he also becomes an entertainer.
We'll meet you for makeup around about 8:30 tonight.
Geez, I think that slow motion for squash is a great idea. But if I have too many more hard matches this week, you'll get genuine slow motion squash.
If you can win tonight, there's only one more to go.
Yeah, then it's really going to be easy, isn't it? You've only got to beat the 7-time world champion.
Hiscoe has remained one of the dominating figures in world squash, and even today, at the age of 41, his skill and touch will be a force to be reckoned with in the series. Ken's opponent tonight is another Australian, Cam Nancarro, the world's best left-hander, who is 10 years younger than Hiscoe. Nancarro is one of the finest stroke makers in the game today, and he's currently ranked at number 7.
Okay, players, time please. All right, gentlemen, time please.
With me tonight in the commentary box is top professional squash coach, John Armour. John, how do these two players normally go against each other?
Well, these two are old adversaries, Ray, and as you've seen in the last 20 minutes, they've been getting in each other's road all the time. This is mainly because each one is trying to get into the front of the centre of the court all the time.
Well, Nancarro enjoys a 2-point lead, 23-21, as we watch this rally at the opening of the last 10 minutes. Already quite a lengthy rally in progress, and certainly if there are too many of these, there's not going to be many points decided in the final 10 minutes.
Yes, they're trying to keep the ball very tight all the time and force the other player into popping up a loose ball so that one of them could hit a winner. They can afford to do this, of course, at the first of these last 10 minutes, but as the time gets on, the rallies will have to get quicker all the time.
Hiscoe in the green and Nancarro the blue. This is Nancarro. Now it's Hiscoe to the back of the court. And the ease with which they seem to pull these out of the back corners, John, is something that always intrigues me.
Yeah, those balls are very tight, and they've got to give themselves plenty of room to play that ball all the time. Look at that with Hiscoe now. He stands well away from the ball.
Quite big money at the end of this series. In fact, astronomical money to the winner of the big final coming up next week.
Look how tight that ball is down the wall all the time here.
Yes, and of course, the tighter it gets, the harder it is to get it back. Well, so I've found anyway.
Hiscoe went for the shot there, and he missed it.
Yes, Hiscoe was caught by surprise there with that loose shot from Nancarro. 26-21 now. Nancarro serving and in front.
Notice the way the players are hitting the ball off the wrong foot a lot. It'll be well balanced all the time. Hiscoe will try and force Nancarro to popping up the ball on his...
We're into the last 3 minutes now.
Lifted his game now.
Yes, he's got a great capacity to lift his game at any time. He's a true champion.
Nancarro now scooping it out of that bottom corner.
He tried to make it too tight and hit the telltale.
Hiscoe's won 3 points in a row. He's right on top. He's got Nancarro stretching. Calling the tune is Ken Hiscoe.
He's putting plenty of pressure on Nancarro now. Plenty of powers in those drives, and he's using both corners to do it.
51-47 the call. Hiscoe in front.
There's the magic of Nancarro. He's manoeuvred Hiscoe right around the court and finally won it with that backhand winner right into the nick.
It's a real set two now between Hiscoe and Nancarro. Nancarro with the forehand. Down the wall, the backhand from Hiscoe.
It's very tight on the wall now. Notice the way that ball is hugging the wall. They're trying to manoeuvre the other player out of position.
A boast from Nancarro sending Hiscoe to the front.
Very tight drop shot from Hiscoe. Notice the way he gets right in behind his drop shot. Bends right down to the ball every time.
54-50. And this man in front, Ken Hiscoe. Oh, that was an explosive volley by Hiscoe.
You should teach me how to play that one.
There it is, the 2-minute marker, just gone down. 57-50.
It's anyone's match now.
Hiscoe, 57, Nancarro, 50, and we're counting down inside the last 2 minutes.
Or is it going to be a great finish, Ray?
Hiscoe. With consummate ease, Nancarro gets it out of that back corner. The longer the rally, the better it is for Ken Hiscoe. He's playing for time. He's got 7 points up.
Yeah, Nancarro's going to have to win this and win it quick.
Hiscoe did well there.
Oh, that's a desperate shot off the back wall by Hiscoe. Nancarro's in position.
I feel against that ball not up at the front.
Good ball.
You sure?
Possible. Good ball. Call is good ball. Hand out. 53-57.
That's another 3 points to Nancarro, and Hiscoe just can't afford that.
4 points down now. Cam Nancarro serving.
Not up. Hand out.
Oh, that's
60.
another mistake by Nancarro, and
Call is not up.
I think
Hand
that
out.
was wishful
60,
thinking. That was down by
53.
3 inches.
60-53. Hiscoe in front and serving. Coming down towards the last 1 minute. There's that forehand again from Hiscoe.
Both players are still keeping that ball very tight.
Can he make it? Yes, he can.
No, it's desperate stages now.
Out. Hand out.
The ball
56.
too high.
60.
It was a good try from Hiscoe on the back. He's trying anything at this stage of the game.
Nancarro coming back, down 4 points inside the last minute, 56-60.
Play that clean nick from Hiscoe.
63-56.
Hiscoe still in front. Seemingly on his way to the final against Jeff Hunt, the world champion, next Wednesday night. And the big money.
Nancarro must go for his winners now if he's to have any chance in this game at all. Here he is trying now. He's...
End out.
Oh, that was a nice drive by Nancarro deep to the court and forced Hiscoe to make an error.
59-63. Nancarro trailing and serving. Don't forget, this match ends on the 10-minute bell. You're watching the last 10 minutes and real excitement.
Ball is stroke. 62.
Oh, Hiscoe can't afford to give
63.
away penalty points now.
(62-63). Nancarro 1 point in arrears. Only seconds remaining.
Oh, Nancarro's trying to win here.
63.
65-63. This man leads Nancarro. Hiscoe now needs the lead because seconds and only valuable seconds remaining for him. Nancarro's hit the telltale. 66-65, and Hiscoe is back in the lead with 10 to go.
We're into the last 10 seconds now. And Nancarro must hit a winner, and Hiscoe must keep that ball in play. Can he do it?
Nancarro.
6.
Hiscoe. Seconds ticking
4
away.
seconds remaining.
Nancarro trying to put it away. Hiscoe's down. The game is at Nancarro. The time has beaten him, though. The time has beaten this man, Cam Nancarro. A disappointed man, and understandably so. Only a half a second probably has put him out of the final. Won by Ken Hiscoe.